Hi guys, welcome back. This is Borik and welcome to BB TakeToss channel. Today I have a little story that I'd like to share with you. So it's gonna be about how I got from A to B. So I just wanna let you know that I'm not a coach or I'm not a teacher or anything like that. I just like to share with you because sometimes as a young person, sometimes we tend to lose our tracks, and also we don't really know what to do when it comes to reaching our goals, and that this is going to be the topic for tonight. So if you already been doing a life planning map, I would say, so this is going to be my map where I was starting my school and also finish my school. Like back home, people don't really ask you, your teacher don't really ask you like, okay, what do you want to be when you grow up? And when I got here, the teacher asked me, I was like, I don't know, like I have no idea what I want to be for the jobs, like career wise. And I was like, no idea, give me one day. So I got home and then I was thinking about it and asked my grandfather. Our grandparents or our parents always want us to be somebody, but then the thing is that sometimes we don't really want to be that or want to reach that or be that person, and sometimes we kind of disappoint them. So he was like, oh, maybe you should be a police officer. And I was like, oh yeah, police officer, yeah, that's a great idea. The next morning I was telling my teacher, okay, I think I want to be a police officer. And then she was like, oh great, and then she wrote it down, and this is a graphic. It's representing my life, and this is Borik's map. So yeah, this is my map. So when I was in a youth in transition program, my teacher was telling us to make a poster of our goal. For example, like it can be any things that you are wishing to accomplish. I think it's a good idea when she was pointing all those. And other thing is that some of you already know where we came from. The school system is not really that great. So when I first came, I didn't speak any English, so I had to start from the bottom to be able to read and write. She was telling us, make a poster of your dream job and your dream home, your dream of, anything. And then I came up with this. So at that time, I think I finished my Link program already. In 2010, I was in Youth in Transition program, so it was only the youth from 18 plus, 18 and 25. That's the age range. We all came up with our poster, but my poster I want to share with you. Maybe you can learn from it, or like I said, you can just ignore it and make your own plan. But I think it's really good to have a plan. In Canada, I think some of the most of the student, they already been asked these questions. Like the teacher already asked them these questions. They said, okay, what do you want to be when you grow up? For us, teacher back home didn't really ask us what do we want to be in the future. So I came up with this. At that time, I was interested in becoming a police officer. I was telling myself I want to be the first police officer in Edmonton. If it's not in Canada, but in Edmonton, I want to be the first one. I try to work on my English, because they said what might be the requirement to become a police officer. We did some other career searching, and then also we went to was a career fair. In one point, I was like, I want to give up, but then my Canadian grandma was like, there's always a second chance. You can always do something and think about your future, because if you don't think about it, and if you were about to just do any job in their long term, it would be hard for you and your family. And I was thinking about that too. But one day, my mom came home and then she was like, "Oh, did you know about the apprenticeship prep program in Northwest College?" I was like, "Oh, I had no idea." And then she was telling me about how the process works and what might be, you know, possibility, get into that. And I took that opportunity. I was like, okay, great. I asked a few people that know about this, but they try to kind of like avoid me. I feel like they think that, okay, I will be better than them, but I didn't say anything. I'm just saying right now, but I mean, I try my best to actually find out as much as I can. I did it all by myself. Like I tried to search the information after I got that from my mom. At that time, I was in youth in transition, and I'm only like doing my upgrading, I would say, and better my English, my math, and my vocabulary. I can't even say vocabulary. So I think it's about 2000, between 2010 to 2014. No, actually 2015 in March. So I was studying for so 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6 years just to better my English and get into trades. Yeah, it's kind of confusing, right? So yeah, at that time, and I also want to do police, and then something came to my mind. I was like looking at my family, I was thinking a lot of my parents are working, and I want to do a shortcut. This is what I was coming up with. To get into police, I still need like 3 more years after my from 2015. And I was like, wait a minute, what if I do the trade program? And I was thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, if I did in 2000, if I start doing it from 2016 to 17, I will be finishing my apprenticeship, like half of it already. So I will be the second year apprentice in welding. Compared to police, I will be only getting to the door to study about, law enforcement or still doing upgrading. So I was like, forget about police, but I stay, like what they're doing and stuff like that, and I think it's great. This one, I think I would say that's when sometimes you get depression and stress about life and don't know what you want to do. And I want to also tell you that before the whole thing is happening, this map, a note that says, okay, finish up school and upgrading. So here in 2015, and I was telling myself I will study until I'm 25. I was telling myself, don't give up until you're 25. Before all of this happened, I also have, I would say, 5 jobs. In 2 years, I will buy a house. Oh, look at that, a house. And then in 2000, at this point I was thinking like maybe 2017, to buy STI. I want to drive a Subaru sports car, that's one of my dreams car I want to buy. But then somewhere here, I try to become a welder. No, and then I try to finish it in 3 years, become welder. 2018. Was also telling myself that I want to finish my school before I get married. I want to buy a house before I get married, and I try to accomplish that by just having this kind of messy map, and I try to follow them. I didn't really tell much people because sometimes it's just my opinion anyways. Sometimes in life, when we just talk about things but we never achieve it or done it, and people notice that, and that's why I didn't tell any of other people about my goal plan. But I'm telling you today, in 2021, I think you can start by doing something like this, and I think that's a good start. So starting from 2021, have your own plan, like just a chicken scratch, mark down what's your goal, try to reach them. You're not gonna make it like over time. See, it took me like a couple years before I actually become a welder. All I want to say is don't give up. If I can do it, you can do it. We bought a house, me and my brother bought a house in 2017, and I didn't drive a STI. I did not, even though I want to so bad. I did not. I drive a Forester, a Beta Forester, really rusty, but I still love it. This is my Forester look like. Yeah, that's my Forester. Woo. Yeah, that's what I'm driving. Oh, you can't really see it. Yeah, like I said, anything is possible. So just put your mind into it, and I'm sure you will get to where you wanna get. And if you want me to tell you any other more story of how do I achieve this in details, you can comment below. If I cannot find the answer, I will ask maybe a few other friends who might be able to answer. And if you want to know how I become a welder, how did I do it, and what might be the process, also comment below, and I'm more than happy to help. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe and like and share this video to your friends. Maybe might not fit you, but it might help other friends, so you can do that too. And have a happy new year, and maybe you will reach your goal by the end of this year. Okay guys, stay safe.